Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a note on this video real quick. So I actually had an account that was made under my friend's name because he said you're not supposed to put your real name on the internet when creating an account, and I'm like, you're right, I won't put my real name, and I put his as kind of a joke. And I didn't find out that you could change it until nearing the end of the series, essentially when I was going to the dimensions. And it was just like, oh yeah, you could have done this the whole entire time. Just change the username. So I'm sorry about all the little black bars you may see. I just had to blot out the name. I didn't know what better way because I didn't want to be like, oh, haha, your name's all over the channel and the internet. Haha. I'm sorry. Have a good one. And welcome to mlgHwnT. Today we're going to be playing Minecraft, more importantly, Skyfactory 2. So here, let's just create the world. And let's see where we landed. Anyway, so we have now spawned in front of a tree. If you notice, we have open computers, digital guides, so on and so forth. So we just put that stuff right here. And we do have a torch. That's good. So here, what we want to do first is that we want to do that. Then just get one more. And then do that one more time and make a crafting station, not a crafting block. Notice, not an actual crafting table, but a crafting station. So the cool thing about this is that now I can just go like that, do a couple of sticks, and go like that. So now we can harvest all the leaves. And I wish my mouse wasn't so loud. I'm sorry about that. There's no way I can make it. So now we vein mine it. So now we're good. We have 9 to that and 3. I want to punch this wood underneath us. There should be one more block. Oh, we're lucky. We actually had more. Okay, so now what I want to do is convert these to these. There we go. So now you want to expand the platform out so then the leaves and other items don't just fall off, because that would be bad. That'd be kind of bad. Oh, and I built it wrong. Sorry. Needs to be below like this. Wow, just missed a precious block. That's always lovely. Here, just before I fall off, I just want to plant one more tree. The cool thing about this mod pack is that you can twerk for trees. So it's this cool little thing where you can just twerk and it'd work. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so now that you have the crafting station, you actually want to put it right here. So then you have it as like an extra block so then things can't fall off. And then you want to craft yourself a wooden barrel. So essentially what this wooden barrel does is that you can, once you have enough, let me just shift here. Once you have enough trees or organic matter, you can just go like that, and then it just save it and compost it into dirt, which you can use to plant more of these. Well, and there's the tree. So you just need to press shift, or essentially twerk as some people put it, for trees. And now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to try to expand it. Maybe make a chest and an axe. So now that we have wood, enough wood, what we want to do is that we want to go like that. And actually make ourselves a wooden axe so we can fell trees easily. And now what we can do is that we can go like this with our crook, and there's everything. So we want to make ourselves just a couple more crooks so we never run out. That's a good amount. And then I want to start making for myself a chest, so then just in case everything falls, I have a place to actually grab everything. Now actually the cool thing about this little sieve, this little barrel, is that I can actually collect water. So as you go along, if it starts to rain, you can actually collect water, and that's your main source of getting water. Unless you're in a desert. If you're in a desert, you're kind of screwed. Now what I might do is that I might actually introduce the snap tool. So the snap tool is essentially just me editing majority of this stuff out so that you'll suddenly appear with a giant base. So the cool thing about the snap tool is that I'll just snap, and you'll hear the snap, and then once that happens, you'll actually see the base completely built out with the farm and everything like that. So it's a cool little editor's tool I'm going to use and make everything symmetrical. So then it just looks nice, and it's not like a piece of crap like it looks like right now. So here, let me just 1, 2, 3. Okay, so essentially, if you see what we have here, is that I've essentially moved all the stuff. So I have my tree farm over here, as well as some barrels that I've used to collect water. Oh, almost forgot to collect that. And I have everything organized by the sign. So essentially, this is our future animal farm because this is actually a forest biome. And then the only thing bad about it is that it leads into a river. As long as it doesn't go into an ocean, which it does lead to, because apparently I'm surrounded by all ocean, because I have the best of luck. Because I have the best choice of luck. Essentially, that's the only place that mobs can spawn. That, and then the actual animal farm, which is right here. So the animal farm is mostly going to be for, livestock and such like that. Now, if you notice, I actually built the planks downward, so then things can't spawn. Because unfortunately, I did lose the torch, I did lose the donut, I did lose some stuff because I did die. That was unfortunate. So, but if you see, I've actually decorated the base and actually made it look nice, or at least reasonably nice. I haven't actually done anything past wood because I didn't want to do anything that was unexpected. There is one new thing that's kind of cool. It's essentially called a crafting table on a stick. All it is a sign, which I'll show you how to make in a second, and then a crafting table. So essentially, this is the ink farm. So essentially, since this is ocean, we're going to use this to farm squids and other species that only spawn in ocean. So if you notice, this is what I call the beach house, because once again, forest, and then it goes to the river, then it goes to ocean. So once again, I had to cover all these up because it would cause things to spawn. I actually got a bat spawning in here, which is really cool. But the first thing I want to show you guys is that I crafted more of these. I've crafted a crafting station and moved it over here. So this is all my house, and if you notice, all of these little things underneath are all of the little wooden barrels. And then this itself is my home. My wonderful, wonderful home. So this is the oak. This is the water that I've collected, which I'm going to need every single one of these. Okay, so sorry about that. I got off track. So essentially, I've made dirt. I compressed it by putting in the 8 saplings. and I made a 9x9 tree farm. And then over here, yeah, you've already seen it, and I've labeled everything with signs. The cool thing about signs in this mod pack is that you can actually just get a normal vanilla sign, place it down, and customize it any way you want. That's how I got this larger font when it comes to home. And look, there's my little bat friend. So that's a cool thing. I can get bats to spawn in here, but that's gonna soon change once I get everything. Once I sieve the dirt and everything like that. So for example, a couple of things that I have done is that I've made armor. I've made a sword. So essentially this is simple. Everyone knows how to make a wooden sword. You just go like that, so on and so forth. But the wooden chest plate is really easy. It's just the normal chest plate formula. You just form it with wood instead of any normal iron or something like that. Fences. Anyways, the sign is just that in the middle, and then that, and you get the oak signs. And that's essentially it for what I've made so far. With the exception of the crafting table on a stick, all this is just you take the sign, you combine it with the actual crafting table. Now, today we're going to do something very neat and cool with the kids these days, and essentially we're going to make a sieve. So a sieve, the easiest thing to do is so you want to create a crafting station, which is like this. So let's make 2 of these types, and then we want a heavy oak sieve, which is almost the same thing, you just go like that. And there you go, you have a heavy oak sieve. And then we're going to make 2 of those, then we can have 2 of each. So there we go. We have heavy oak and regular oak. So now all we gotta do is put normal sieves, and then for these, so we just need a normal sieve for these, and you get a sieve by getting silk and putting a 3x3 of just silk. So essentially we're gonna want 64 of these worms, and we want to twerk the trees so then they can actually get big. Once we do that, we can actually use the crooks to cut them down. Now, the cool thing that I forgot to mention is that the crafting table on a stick is just a portable crafting table. So it's a little neat, cheap way to have a portable crafting table without having an ME terminal, or in this case, drawers. So now we just want to shift. Okay, so cool. Now that all these have grown, we just want to infect all 9, and eventually they'll just keep on spreading to one another, like an AIDS virus or a zombie virus. Probably AIDS. AIDS fits the description much more. So now, if you notice, they're starting to come white faster, and that's because since I've been spreading them all around, now they have 64 spread amongst themselves, so they should be able to spread fairly quickly. Meanwhile, oh wow, look at all the bats. Look at all the bats. So that's cool. I have so many bat friends that I need whenever I need to do the sacrifice. So that's good. And they're not escaping, which is also pretty good. Okay, so let's just grab some more crooks, just in case. And then we have 10 saplings that we can use to replace those. And then after that, we're going to start sieving. So that'll be an interesting, fun process to do. No food. That might impart the process just a little bit. But the good news is that now with our crafting table on a stick, we can just craft it real easily like that. So one of the cool things is that you can actually look up in the rain and it will actually fill up your health a lot. a lot of your food. Okay, so string mesh, string mesh, string mesh, and then another string mesh. Anyways, so as we were saying, so the good thing about making the heavy oak string meshes is that they can actually break down compressed blocks. So now if I wanted to, I can just compress my dirt, which will give me more of a chance of getting cobble. So that's good. So now I just compress it, and then I just sieve it. Now that we have all of these stones, we actually just want to make ourselves a couple blocks of cobblestone. And there we go. We have 21 blocks of cobblestone, which is actually perfect. So now that we have 21 blocks of cobblestone, what we want to do now is that we want to actually compress it down a little bit. So we want to go like that, and then make ourselves a furnace. Okay, good. Now that that process is done, we just want to place it, I don't know, around here. And then we want to just place just like 4 of these and see how many. Okay, so now what we want to do is that we want to put this here. So then I actually cook it down, and we actually have light. Hello, welcome back. Sorry about that weird little edit. It's just that I wanted to decorate things, make things look nice. Due to the fact that I finally have torches, and I messed up. Okay, so there we go. Now everything's all symmetrical, looks nice, and we have the little area for the water when we eventually do that. So now that we have 21 cobblestone, I've compressed the gravel down using the hammer, and then we're going to keep on doing it until we get dust. Okay, good. Now we have dust. So now what we can do is that we can just go right-click this barrel, and then get clay. So the good thing about clay is that you can just break it down. Okay, maybe not like that. You actually have to put some oomph into it. So what you want to do is that you want to go like that, break it down into the 4, and then use this crafting table, or I could have used the crafting table on the stick if I would have been smart, just done it that way, and just make an unfired crucible like that. So once you do that, you can just use that and use the coal that I just received to actually cook it. Now once you fire this up, you can actually get water out of it, or you can use that as a normal bucket essentially. So now we have that. We can essentially make endless supplies of clay. And now I can actually move these little barrels from inside the house, from outside the house to inside. I can just go like that, and make an infinite water source. And now I have an infinite water source that works perfectly. Okay, now we want to do this method in order to get multiple buckets of clay. And then we want to keep this. So good. I may have messed that up actually now that I'm thinking about it. That's okay, we're good. Yeah, because either way we're going to need 3 clay. And then we want to go like that. And there we go, we got dust again. Just going to right click these 2. Get dirt. Get clay. Break them down. And we're going to make 2 things this time. We're going to make another bucket. And then we're also going to make Oh, do I not have enough clay? Really? Give me a second. Give me a second. Does it really require that much clay? In which case I might need some more cobblestone. Here, let me see. Because right now we're trying to make a crucible. So this essentially will allow us... What? Crucible. Porcelain clay. What? Oh, okay. And either way we need more. So we need porcelain, unfired porcelain, porcelain. Okay, so we essentially need bone meal as well. So that's going to be a little bit difficult to get. Is there any way to get it? Yes, we can get it from dust. Using a heavy sieve, we get 20% chance of dropping 7 of them. So that will actually be a perfect amount. So, I need more cobblestone. Oh, that sucks. Because we need to get lava. Anyways. So that means I need to break down some more dirt. Luckily I have 64. So if I need to make compressed dirt, I can just do that. And we'll be good. Meanwhile, something that I should do is that I should start putting the dirt and then the lights. So then the grass can actually start growing. And we'll be good over there. So I'll just quickly head over to our future farm, animal farm, and do that. Oh, where is the grass seed? Let me see, the grass seed is right here. We just want to go real quick, make it all wood. Hello, I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm planning on just doing the grass and planting the seed on the grass and then trying another day. See if I can get either a bone white chicken or find bone in any sort of way, because I found out in order to make the crucible you need porcelain clay, not regular clay, which requires bone meal as well as clay together. So I just wanted to give you that update real quick before I end the first episode. Anyways, if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like or whatever you guys need to do. I'm going to leave it in your hands. You don't need people reminding you every single time. You get that enough in other videos. Anyways, have a good one. Peace.